Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on the 24th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Just about set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. Running behind that left side. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Second down coming up. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ramshout. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line is set on 3rd down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. Typically, the last thing a defense wants is to have a backer on a wide receiver, but we may see some of that today, guys.
Typically, you don't see linebackers that can run like this guy, and that's why they feel okay letting him cover this dynamic wide receiver one-on-one.
Yeah, and feel okay, it's not going to be a good thing. You better get your hands on it early. Put your physicality, let that win. It ain't going to be your speed.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And they got him for the sack. When you play in a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite-level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
On second down, looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dominant.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And you don't want to start this game with 2 straight punts. Big third down opportunity coming here. Got it set up on the outside. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They'll try the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable on that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain. 3rd and short now from their own 48. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man down the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
Late hit on the quarterback gives this offense a free 1st down and some yardage. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. They'll try to get it in with the run. Gets it inside the 10, picks up a yard. They'll mark it at the 9. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. He wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. They'll go to the ground. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, looking for a man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, just keeps firing. He finds his man. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. On third and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. And here comes the punt team. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick and fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. He's got the tight end.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. On the move at the 30. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. He caught it. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tennessee is on top, but it's not like Peyton Manning or T. Martin are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Mississippi State. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Handoff from the gun. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Here on third down for this offense. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The snap sets up the throw. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Dialing up a second down pass play. Had to get rid of it quickly. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through one quarter. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And he's in for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're in defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking to move it through the air. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down. Trying play action. Quickly to the tight end. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship. I'm not putting the cart before the horse, Palmer, but great start.
No doubt. To win the SEC is a long road. You know about that. I know about that personally. And they just got to take one game at a time. They've done an outstanding job of doing that this year.
They pull him down at the 17 after a pickup of 3. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. And this one will be a 40-yard try from the left hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Here comes that Alabama defense. The lead's not insurmountable, just down 14-0. But, David, you don't score here, and it could get a little tricky fast.
If you don't score here, if you don't possess the football and put something together to give your defense a little bit of a blow, it's not the ideal start. But it ain't like this game's late in the football game. Create some momentum here in the second quarter.
Yeah, momentum's a real thing in college football. This team needs the juju to get going. That first
hits the accelerator to the right. The 20. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Finds his big tight end. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Movement here from the tight end. On second down, he'll let it fly. Get it out on the screen. Smashes ahead. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching clinic.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. They're going to run it to the right. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. From the gun, the running back has it. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25? Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Gets it out quickly. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. He's looking to throw. He wants it all. He's in for the touchdown. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Tennessee is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These balls have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 10 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the tailback. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Red pass, it's complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Kept it on the ground last time. Let's see if they go back to it on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. He'll start this drive firing. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. The give out of the gun. A pickup of 8 now to convert this 3rd and 2. Trying to pick up a first down. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down. A 1st and 10 for this offense. The run from the shotgun. Just couldn't get away from the tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Looking to throw on 2nd down. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. He'll throw on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. He wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make...
And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
You want to change some of this bad luck you've had so far around? Get after the quarterback and get his butt on the ground. Nice job by the defense. This game ain't over. It's still the first half. This is a good start.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. They'll immediately call timeout. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Running it back, it's Alvarado. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The offense set for a first down play. He's looking to throw it. He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Timeout, Alabama.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's going to pass. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking left. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
He's just Johnny on the spot. That's now his 2nd interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Just 9 seconds to play here in the half. Let's see if they come out guns a-blazing. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Just about set for the second half kickoff. And he's coming out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. As the defense comes out, they've got him pinned back, and listen to the roar of this crowd. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it, open.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the handoff. Fighting off the defender. Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a second down. Quick completion to the right. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to power their way ahead. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They bring the punter onto the field now. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Can anyone catch him? And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
If I'm the quarterback right here, I hope my play caller is going to let me take another shot. We just got a big gainer. Defense is on their heels. Let's go tempo, and let's see if we can catch them napping or misaligned and score a touchdown.
Now from inside the red zone. Makes the grab. It's Ramsauer. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tennessee is in trouble right now, and that Neyland Stadium crowd is letting them hear it. They're trailing by 24 to Mississippi State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Takes the easy completion. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. He'll pull it on the read. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And here comes the punt team. Signals for the fair catch and looks it in at the 40. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Makes his connection. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Going up top on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Between the uprights, it's good. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Comes out throwing on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. And that's 2 times he's gotten to the quarterback. Crimson Tide linebackers have a long history of getting after the passer, whether it's Will Anderson, Derek Thomas, Cornelius Bennett, you name it.
Well, you run out of oxygen there. I hear you. There's so many great guys in the past, and this is a defense that when you see this defense, that they're going to get after quarterbacks. They believe if you have time, you will win, and you can see it's no different. This group is just flying after the quarterback and making life really hard on them.
3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense. Getting the sack, getting the fumble.
Here comes that Alabama offense. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
I tell you what, I don't know if I'm going to try him much more. Goodness gracious, you can tell he's ready for what he's seeing. 2nd interception. I would not throw near that guy anymore. You might want to try the other side of the field.
Line gets set, 1st down. Wide out in motion. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And, boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a Cardinals son. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under. And as I saw that screen start to develop, I thought big play coming. I just didn't realize it would be for the defense.
Yeah, they got in there quick, and the quarterback's supposed to see that, right? He's supposed to let him come upfield, buy a little bit of time, but then he's got to get rid of it, get it to his playmaker. The offense did not do their end of the bargain. Quarterback got sacked.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't make it any easier on themselves on 1st down. Now 2nd and long from the 21. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got his man. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude. Keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Give to the running back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds a soft spot in the middle. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one. They've gotten this drive going, a couple of first downs already. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Fires to the tight end. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now on the option. Quick toss. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He's got it on the right. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. It'll be a draw.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And this offense not only has a chance to extend the lead, but they can also drain that clock. Looking for the score. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. That is a huge break for this offense. Instead of the turnover, roughing the passer, and you've still got the football. And after that penalty, the defense is almost out of real estate to defend. It's 1st and goal on the 1. Trying to surge it in. Sprints into the end zone for a touchdown. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Man, did he show some hops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth quarter lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today.
The RPO, it's complete.
It's It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Stanford. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Leaves it with the back.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Keeps it on the bootleg. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this offensive line has got to do a better job. They've now given up way too many sacks. This poor quarterback is running for his life. They've got to shore up and do a better job on the offensive line.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He goes out of bounds after a huge pickup, and he's still short of the line to gain. It'll be 4th down. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Ramsauer. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the 1st down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Finds his man. It's Alvarado. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Setting up the screen. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped. A completion, but not quite enough for the 1st down. 3rd down coming for this offense. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another 1st down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment. Defense.
Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming. 2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Picked off.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Holds and fires complete to the right. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding, offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking to pass on 2nd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
They bring the punter onto the field now. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Getting some heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, as quarterbacks, you've got to be good in the pocket. Even when things are collapsing and you've got guys swiping at it, you got to have 2 hands on the football. Didn't do a really good job with ball security there, and that led to the fumble.
And the offense takes the field, ready to go back to work. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Just keeps picking up the tough yards and gets it down to the 26. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Can't get him to the ground. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They'll leave it with him. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And the try is no good. After the miss, the lead still at 11.
You wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker. That's now his second missed field goal of the day. Guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Ramsauer. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too. He wants to pass it on second down. He makes the connection. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. Got his man downfield. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll throw it on first down. Snags it. He thought he might turn that into a score, but the defense able to wrestle it down short. They'll stop him at the 3. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They turn to the passing game on third and short. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. It's fourth down, and they'll try the field goal. And they need 2 scores anyway, so they'll try to get the field goal first. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle.
After hitting that field goal down a possession here late, one timeout in your back pocket, I'm thinking we're still going to see onside kick here. So, nice job by the kicker. They're knocking it through the uprights. Now the big question, can he execute the onside kick?
Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.